Hey, what's up? Let's take some advice. You know, I'm just here with one of the beers that I brewed. This is my beer that I brewed by myself. If you want to talk about advanced cooking, it doesn't get more advanced than this. I was looking at Show Me the Curry, and they made a quick chicken curry recipe with grinding up the coriander. And I've made those recipes before plenty of times in the past. I've done yogurt-based curries. I've done those types of caramelizing onions. I've done every sort of imaginable quick way to try and make curry. I've done like a water and powder based way of making curry, and I've done all of it, and I'm telling you, it's not I wouldn't make that type of curry. The type of curry that I make is basically preparing a green sauce through boiling onions, and it's basically how the restaurants do it beforehand, okay? When it comes to Indian cooking, the one thing about India is that in India, life is very slow. Everything in India is long. It's days are long. Cricket games are long. Movies are long. Everything's long and drawn out, okay, in India. That's just how it is. Life's like that. It's a very slow, long life. Cooking over there, for the most part, you know, it's a long process. It started out as a very long process, okay? Restaurants still incorporate a long process for Indian cooking, okay? If you try and shorten the process of Indian cooking, you know, you can make a pressure cooker and pressure cook some dal, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be the same as if you slow cook it, like for 24 hours, okay? It's just my dog over here playing with his bone. So I know it sounds very exciting. You can just whip together some chicken curry, but that's not how it works, okay? When it comes to spices, you know, I don't recommend you make your own spices. I mean, if you're going to make your own whole garam masala, get like the product of India spices that are whole and then mix it up yourself. Don't try and like buy local cinnamon, local this, local that. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't. It just doesn't taste good. It just doesn't taste good. You need to get the real product of India, garam masala, which has been sun dried and that has had that long process to get to where it is. Okay, the product of India spices are the best ones. You can try and use local; they're not going to come out good. You got to make sure it's a product of India. Okay, if you're going to use spices for Indian cooking. Okay, I make beef curry, I make chicken curry, I make all the tandoor stuff. I personally don't like Gujarati food. I don't like South Indian food. I mean, idlis and sambars and that. I don't like it. I think, why would I want that for, right? I'm a man. I like Punjabi food, right? Punjabi food is famous all over India. Nobody goes out of their way to go to eat Gujarati food. You know what I'm trying to say? So why would I want to eat that for? There's not even like one restaurant you can get, because nobody wants it. Nobody cares to eat it. If you come over to this house, you're gonna have good Indian food for sure. Okay. Okay. Let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I got in the fridge right now. Okay. I know, like, you know, if you want to know how to make chicken curry, you want restaurant chicken curry, you come to me. That's how we do it here. That's how it goes down here. Okay. Look at that. Look at how fresh that beer is. Look at how good that beer is, okay? Very advanced and difficult. You think 5-star cooking is, you try making a beer, okay? Anyhow, let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, first what we got here is we got just tons of chicken breast. We got about, and this only cost about $50, $5. I mean, this was $2 a pound. This is frozen chicken breast, and this is gonna last about, I don't know, 4 months or so. We got onions over here, 10-pound bag of onions. This is 5 pounds here. So this will do one batch of curry, okay? This will do one batch of curry. And you would just cut these up and put them in whole. And then you put some water in, and that's what you would do with some ginger and garlic. If you haven't heard about that method, then what can I say? Okay, and then what we have here is we have the refrigerator and freezer. So let's just look in here. Okay, $1. This is already peeled for me. And then what we have here is we have some coriander that's going old. It's sitting in water, so I just break it off when I make my curry. And then what we have here is we have some chicken curry. Let's take a look at it. If people were coming over, I would never make low-fat chicken curry. This is just a zero-fat chicken curry for me, and I'll show you how it looks like. Well, it's for myself and my wife, so it's zero fat, low in salt, that sort of thing. And here's how it looks like. Okay. Okay. Now, this is real chicken curry. This is the real deal here. Okay. I like mine extra watery because I like to have like a bigger rice portion, and I like to have this soak in. I got containers of this. Huh? Look at that. Okay, so this is real chicken curry, 0 fat. Now, if people were coming to my house, this has Punjabi spice in it, and this is fairly spicy, and it's very rich with flavor. If you could just taste this with my rice and coriander, you'd be addicted. You'd be addicted, and you wouldn't believe there's 0 fat in it. People were coming over, there would be less of the sauce, a lot less, and there'd be about, would you believe it, if I said that maybe about 25% of this would be oil, and there'd be even more spices. That's how this would be if people were coming over. This is just for me personally. I've been making this for years. Look at that. Huh? Okay, I'm making this for years. This is chicken curry, in my opinion. So when you go to the buffet and you can scoop it out, this is the sort of thing. Let me show you the beef curry that I made too. And there's many more Tupperware containers also in the fridge. Okay, and here's the beef curry. Okay, again, this is a low-fat version. And here it is. This is the beef curry. Okay? It's a little bit more glossy because, you know, the fat of the beef. But this is it right here. If you could just taste this and see how good it is, you would know. Okay? So, this again, if people were coming over, there would be less of this sauce. See the sauce? I like it with a lot of sauce. It's just myself. There would be less sauce, and the sauce would be replaced with oil and more spice. Okay? And the color should be a little bit darker because I had to use, you know, like cornstarch, but there should be roti flour that I used as a thickening agent. There should be roti flour, so this should be darker than what it is, but the taste is still there. It's still really good. Okay, I should just show you how to make this properly. Look at that. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the beef curry here. Okay, so this is, if you have this, you won't believe it. This will be the best. This beats out easily. Okay, look at it. I'm not saying this. This beef curry beats out easily many restaurants. Easily. This is restaurant quality. Okay, and I got many more Tupperwares in the fridge. And all you need is the cheapest beef slices. You cook them up, and then it comes out scrumptious. Okay? And actually, while I'm opening up stuff in my fridge, take a look at this. Huh? Look at that. It's ricotta cheese. This is some what they call za'atar, Lebanese spice, with olive oil. And it looks, obviously, you know, it looks like crap now, but you should have seen this when this was nice, and you should have seen this when this was nice and crispy and it was fresh out of the oven. This was to die for. Light, crispy crust, and right out of the oven. I cooked it right on the stone in my oven. Now it's all flat and it looks like crap, but you should have had this. Oh man. Oh, this is easily, this appetizer here, easily better than restaurant. Anybody would pay for this. Anybody would pay to eat this. It has lemon. It had lemon juice, Lebanese spice, za'atar spice. It had ricotta cheese. It had just a little bit of tomato sauce at the bottom. Very, very little bit of tomato sauce, just strained tomatoes. Very basic, just a little bit with olive oil. And then of course you got this here. You can make some. You can make some shrimp curry. Okay, you can make Goan shrimp curry, that sort of thing here. This was $3 for the whole bag of shrimp. $3. Okay. Imagine this with my hot Goan curry. Just imagine with the little bit of coconut, and just imagine that. Eh? So there you have it. That's just a little bit of what I cook with. That's just a little bit of my. I got a bunch of more Tupperwares in the fridge. If you want to make this kind of food, it's going to take you at least 4 hours. Okay, from start to finish, to go through the whole process of making the curry. Okay, it's what the restaurants do. It's what they do in the morning. It's just like you have to prepare yourself for that. Okay, there is no quick curries. I've tried doing it. It just doesn't work. If you want the quality like this, give yourself 3 to 4 hours. The spices cannot be home ground. They must be a product of India. When you make the za'atar, okay, which is a Lebanese type of flatbread, okay, but when you make that, you need to see product of Lebanon. Okay, don't get a product of Egypt or anything like that. You want the best, you get the product of Lebanon. That I just wanted to show you what I cook. This is what I cook. Yeah, I bet you if you guys had, to me this is nothing, but I bet you if you guys had this, you guys would sit there and say, this is unbelievable, it's amazing. That's what you would say if you tasted these curries. Okay? No curry in a hurry. No curry in a hurry. Okay? Long curry, long. Take time, long. Prepare. Buy big batches. Big batches. This will do one batch chicken curry. I got 12 of them. I'm going to cut them into squares. I'm going to put them on skewers. I'm going to have red tandoori paste. Red tandoori paste. It's going to be on there red. It's going to come out of the barbecue black and red. Red. Right said Fred. My middle name is Ned. At night, I go up to bed. Sleigh bells ringing. It's a sled. That's just what I said.